$800 million. $800 million Joe Biden is sending off to Ukraine. I tell you, I got a disclaimer. Before I get into the discussion, I want you to know that I am not a puppet of Putin, nor do I support Russian aggression in Ukraine. But ladies and gentlemen, this is absurd. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Before we even get started, I want you to like it. I want you to subscribe to it and tell your friends about it. This is what we're going to talk about today because I just can't get over this. We have the United States of America basically involved in a proxy war with Russia. Now, do you remember back in the Trump days where President Trump, when he was running for office, said there will be no more unnecessary wars? He pledged to keep us out of overseas conflict. Well, he did it. For 4 years, we didn't have any of that. I remember the left ridiculing him about the way he handled North Korea and a little fat butterball. I remember how he was, Trump was blamed for saying that he's going to start World War III, talking about with Russia because of Russia collusion, which was a lie. Everything that the left said about Trump being a dictator, trying to take over other countries. It's exactly what Biden's doing. Once again. And Biden's spending our money doing it. Notice how since this whole conflict started, what, about 52 days ago, where are the peace ambassadors? Where are the people from the United States and around the world going over to try to talk peace with Vladimir Putin? That's not happening. It's like the whole of the West is trying to march towards war. Well, not the whole of the West. Basically, the United States of America. You have some European countries that don't want anything to do with it because they know what a war is like. The last time you had a World War II, they're the ones that had their property torn up, their towns torn up. But with Biden, all of a sudden, everybody's talking about war. I mean, it's all over TV. They got fundraisers. Everybody's putting a little Ukrainian emoji on their social media. We've got Hollywood wanting to talk to President Zelensky, so he can give us an impassioned speech. And President Zelensky, he's doing all of that. He's talking to Great Britain. When he's doing that, he's talking about Churchill and talking about Gandhi and all these people. When he's talking to the United States of America, he's bringing up the founding fathers. He's bringing up Martin Luther King Jr. We're being played. We're being played. And all of a sudden, you have Biden sending $800 million for war equipment. He's sending drones. And here's what's killing me. Joe Biden, when he pulled out of Afghanistan, left all that weaponry, left all, the Air Force bases, just absolutely just up and left Americans behind enemy lines. But all of a sudden now we got all the money, we got all the armament to send off to the Ukraine. In the last 52 days, America has spent $3.8 billion on Ukraine. Let me ask you a question. How much money have we spent on our southern border? We get Biden going on TV talking about the atrocities of Vladimir Putin. We get Biden going on TV talking about, the Putin price hikes, blaming everything that has gone wrong because of his policies on Vladimir Putin. Remember when the left was blaming everything on Trump and collusion with Russia? They're still playing the same game. Only now they're saying that it's Putin's fault that our economy sucks. It's Putin's fault that our gas prices are high. It's Putin's fault that we have supply chain problems. But it's not Putin's fault. It's Joe Biden's fault. And I'm just wondering, how long are we going to be gaslit by the Democrat Party and by the media, who are also banging the drums of war? In reality, you see that Vladimir Putin only makes these bold moves when weak leaders are in office. When he moved on Georgia was the tail end of the Bush administration. When he went in and he took Crimea, that was under the Obama administration. And it didn't take him very long to move into the Donbass regions under Biden. This is insane. And yet, we're supposed to think that now, all of a sudden, we have to go to war. We didn't go to war when he did it with Bush. We didn't go to war when he did it with Obama. As a matter of fact, I remember Obama asking President Medvedev to tell Vladimir Putin, I just need a little bit more time. Remember that? I'll have more space after the elections. So all of this is just garbage. All of this to me is fixed. The fix is in. And this isn't about democracy in the Ukraine. This is about protecting the cookie jar of corruption that the Biden family is involved in, the Pelosi family is involved in, Mitt Romney and his kids are involved in Ukrainian gas and oil, Burisma, the same thing as Hunter Biden. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Joe Biden couldn't get Build Back Better passed, but all of a sudden we got $3.2 billion going into the cookie jar of Ukraine. My name is James C. Harris, and this is my new YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share it, and make sure you subscribe. And you know what? Every time we do this, you'll get your notification. All right.